Hello crypto boys and ghouls, and welcome back to the channel Tales from the Cryptomancer, where we feature content on play to earn games on the blockchain such as Splinterlands. And in today's video I just wanted to touch on a topic that I think many might already be aware of, but I want to reinforce to the community because I think it's important, and it's around Chaos Legion Summoners and how their potential value moving forward could be directly influenced by the upcoming ranked reward changes. Now, we know based on the town hall and based on what Matt has mentioned is that the ranked reward changes are coming in probably less than 4 weeks. So whether that will be in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, we don't really know, but we know it's imminent. And what we know with that is that the starter or ghost cards, if you play with those cards, you will have reduced rewards moving forward. And that is a key component because no matter what level you play at, bronze, silver, gold, or higher, if you don't have the required starter cards that you either own or rent, you're going to be at a disadvantage to earning in the game moving forward. So what I want to call your attention to is specifically a couple things around summoners. We know that the one thing you need in this game for every battle is a summoner. Stop, period, that's it. Necessity, right? So yes, you need a tank, yes, you need some form of DPS, but the availability of those types of cards is quite abundant, right? But the lowest price cost summoners right now are Chaos Legion Summoners. And if they are a bottleneck, meaning that if every player needs to have in bronze, for example, either own or rent a Chaos Legion level 1 summoner, that's a big deal because there are probably a lot of accounts in bronze and silver that may not own these Chaos Legion Summoners. Now, whether those are human accounts or bot accounts really doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, any account that wants to continue to earn at max capacity will need to own summoners. Now, if we take a look really quickly here, if I go into Explore and I go into the dashboard, if we look at the daily active users right now, we're hitting around 382,000-ish, 375. So let's say between 375 and 380,000 daily active users, and we're averaging over the course of the last 30 days, 401,000 daily active players. If we go back here and we look at the market for summoners for Chaos Legion, what do we see here? Let's take General Sloan as an example. Well, there are 46,249 General Sloan cards in existence right now. Many of those cards are leveled up because you can see here the total BCX is around 200,000. So if we were to average it out, it's probably about 4 BCX per card on average that we see for General Sloan. But what we see here is there's only 46,000 General Sloans available, and there's 400,000 players available. So that means 360,000 of the daily active players aren't going to probably be able to play a life summoner that's either owned or rented, which means they're going to get reduced rewards very quickly here. And you might say, well, that's easy. I can just go, if I'm playing in bronze, and go buy a General Sloan between now and the next 4 weeks. Well, here's what's interesting. There's only 472 General Sloans available on the market. So the difference between 400,000 players and let's say 50,000 General Sloans is 350,000 delta. But with only 472 cards available, that means there's going to be about 349,000 either bots or humans that are going to be left hanging here. And yes, you could say, well, there's more than just Chaos Legion Summoners available to purchase and have on the market. But what we can see here, if we just filter on Untamed, Dice, and Reward Summoners, there's only approximately 12,000 Untamed Summoners per summoner, and only approximately 13,000 Dice Summoners. Even if we look at the pricing here, Like the price right now for a 1 BCX General Sloan is $2.12. But let's say, someone wants to buy a gold level General Sloan. That's 60 BCX. Well, it's going to wipe out the first page and a half here, right? So now we're on page 2. So now someone wants to buy another gold General Sloan. We're at $2.45 for the floor of General Sloan. And now the price for the next General Sloan is $3. And let's say a third player wants to get a gold General Sloan. Well, now that's 180 General Sloans gone off the market. And now the floor price of General Sloan is $4.20 after 3 players bought gold versions, 60 BCX copies of General Sloan. And that doesn't even account for the 350,000 other bots or players that might want a level 1 General Sloan. So even if, let's say, 200 of this 400 BCX market depth is consumed, your price doubles for General Sloan on that type of scenario. So that is quite interesting, I would say. And the scenario is not unique to General Sloan. Thaddeus Brood is the same way. 45,833 cards in existence, only 317 on the market and available for sale. 402 Tarsas available for sale. 323 Obsidians available for sale, and 311 Kalyas available for sale. So we can probably deduce that there will likely be upward pressure around Chaos Legion Summoner prices at some point in the future, as well as the rental prices for these summoners could likely also increase. If we take a look at the rental prices right now, the rental prices for Chaos Legion Summoners are pretty much at the floor. 0.12 DEC a day as an example for Tarsa, which is like a fraction of a penny. But it's very likely that moving forward, some of these Tarsas that are being rented will rent for higher, or may just be outright sold instead of being rented. So they may go from the rental market to the sale market if the prices of Tarsas increase, as an example, again reducing supply in the rental market and making prices increase for rentals here. But right now it's definitely not lucrative to rent summoners, but we'll have to see after the rank reward changes are released if Chaos Legion Summoners are renting for the bare minimum at 0.1 DEC per day. There is one last piece of information I want to call your attention to, and that is what happens when the market depth of these Chaos Legion Summoners gets low and it goes from even 300 down to, let's say, 100, and the price goes up. But more and more Chaos Legion Summoner cards that may be sitting in people's inventories, of these 45,000 cards, maybe some of them go for sale and inject some market liquidity. But at some point, again, with only 45,000 Thaddeus Broods being available and 400,000 daily active users, there's a shortage roughly there of a 1-to-1 of over 350,000 Chaos Legion Summoners, at least for the Death Splinter as an example. So what could likely happen? Well, players could now start to purchase Chaos Legion packs and increase the burn rate of packs there, simply because there's a lack of supply of summoners on the market. And there's also an increase in value of the Chaos Legion Summoner cards, which increases the anticipated or potential value of Chaos Legion packs overall. So that could also happen. So we could see, again, a myriad of factors here: increased sale prices for Chaos Legion Summoners, increased rental prices for Chaos Legion Summoners, as well as increased number of Chaos Legion packs purchased moving forward. Let's see what happens once the rank rewards details are unveiled and the system goes live. We'll see if any of this comes to pass, or if there's just a ton of cards sitting on the sidelines and not enough players to use them. What do you think? Leave your comments in the video description below. Looking forward to chatting with you here on YouTube and also on Twitch, where we stream regularly. And until next time, keep stacking those stats.
Insert